Hello, 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 everyone. How are you doing today? I am looking to see how many folks have hopped on. We will get started in a few seconds. You guys know that I don't wait a long time to get started, but I will get started shortly. Hey, Larry. Hey, Bridget and Carlin. How you guys doing? So I am hoping that everyone has had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week so far. I know here it's been hot. I mean, it's been hot. Very, very hot. I am from South Carolina, so I'm used to the heat, but it's quite a bit hot right about now. And I'm only used to Virginia being hot in July. It's the dang on near the end of August, and it's just still hot. But anyway, I am thankful and grateful that I am here and I can really speak with you guys, another week. I really am grateful. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you have anything, any comments, I like to be interactive. So if any comments, just put it in the chat room, not the chat room. Just put a comment below and, I'll respond as I see them come. Okay, it may be a little bit late. I may not see it. All depends, but I like to be interactive. So go ahead, feel free to ask questions, jump in, say your comments, whatever the case may be. So let me go ahead and introduce myself to those who may not know me. I am Javita Miller, and I help single moms go from feeling powerless and fearful to devising a plan to help build and cultivate her network and her net worth so that she can reduce stress, find time for herself, and live a life full of love and abundance. I just really want to empower women to just live their authentic, confident lives unapologetically. So let's go ahead and jump into today's topic. With all that's been really going on in the world today, the question that kept coming to mind for me is, am I my sister's keeper? And I say that, and I know I have men listening to me as well. So are you your brother's keeper, or am I my brother's keeper? So it goes interchangeably, but I'll probably be using the word sister more than anything. And as I sit and ponder on whether or not, I am my sister's keeper, I had to think about what that actually means to me. And for me, is me being my sister's keeper is really looking out for my sister, being there for my sister whenever, they may need me, lending a helpful ear, being trustworthy, being honest with my sister, don't sugarcoat anything for them, have fun with my sister. It's just, to me, it's just like just overall being and checking up. And that's the big thing, because I don't think we check up on each other enough. And not to say you have to check up on someone like every week or every day, but every once in a while, when that person comes across your mind, just stop what you're doing and with today's technology, you can either send an email or send a quick text message just to check and see how your sister's doing, because you just never know what anyone is going through. I've heard about a lot of deaths. Just recently, one of my classmates passed away at a very tender young age, and it just made me reflect, on what am I doing to make sure I'm okay, and is anyone my keeper? Am I checking in and making sure my sister, my brothers are okay? And is the same thing happening for me? So we really have to sit and think about that from time to time, because we get busy with life. We do get busy with life, and it's not an excuse. By far, it's not any excuse, because you have life. We have our families, we have our jobs, we have our businesses. We just got a whole lot of stuff that's called life that we do, and we tend to think about it but not act on it, and then it'll be months and years later. So I remember one time one of my cousins would say to me, we got to do better, especially with us, living so close by. God bless, she's no longer here, but we kept saying that every time we saw each other, that we got to do better. And even if we're not close together or close by, we still have to do better in keeping in touch, with those you love and truly care about. Now, there may be some people that you just don't want to keep in touch with, and that's fine. That's on you. But, you have to really think, am I my sister's keeper? And as I continue to think about the term, am I my sister's keeper, I realize that I am at fault in a lot of ways, because there are a lot of folks that I just don't continuously reach out to as I should, as I feel that I should. I think about them all the time, trust and believe. We're ever been close or whatever the case may be, I think about you all the time, but I just don't act on it. And I think it's now like with people dying and people getting sick and just things happening in everybody's lives, people depressed, having suicidal thoughts, I just need to reach out more. That's how I feel that I should do. And so in turn, I kind of wonder, like, I do I have the same thing in return? And I don't think about it like that, but just recently, like very recently, I've been thinking about this. Like, am I truly my sister's keeper? And, and vice versa. So I'm just saying to you guys, just really, if you think about somebody, shoot them a text. You don't even have to pick up the phone, because nowadays, you have to pick up the phone to shoot a text sometimes. I mean, I'm just saying, but you know what I'm saying. So I mean, just stop what you're doing and just do it right then and there. Like, hey, just checking on you, making sure you're all right. Because people are hurting, you guys. People are hurting. People don't know that you care. People don't know that you love them. People just think that they are out there by themselves, going through everything all alone, and they are not. You are there, but they don't know that you are there. So you just have to just really sit and think about it. Whenever, because I can sit here and tell you, whenever my sister need me, they can just pick up the phone and call me, because I am not that person that reaches out all the time. I might reach out every so often, and I'm a constant work in progress, because I want to, get better at that. But I've been doing that for years. So, but I am going to get better at it and just reaching out. But however, I know you just got to do that. I know that some of my friends, if they don't hear from me, there's like, okay, something's wrong. Let me call her. Let me reach out to her. And I appreciate that, because I think that's very thoughtful. And I just know that they care. And I know that they're thinking about me. So I just want everybody to just really think about that question. Am I my sister's keeper? Am I my brother's keeper? Am I reaching out to make sure my brother is okay? Make sure my brother doesn't need anything. Make sure he's not going through anything. He just may want to talk. Now, when you reach out to these folks, hear me loud and clear. Sometimes all they want you to do is listen. They don't want you to fix their problems. They don't want you to fix anything. They don't want your advice. All they really want you to do is really listen. Like, really sit there and listen to what they say. And if they ask you if they ask you for your advice or anything, then you should give it to them. But don't initially go in, because I'm that person. I listen to you, I hear what you say, and I'm ready to fix your problem. I'm thinking of solutions. Now I hear you and I'm listening, but sometimes I don't realize that all you really want me to do, you don't want Javita to come and save the world today. You just want Javita to sit there and be the chick that listens. And I get that. And sometimes you may have to remind me of that, but I think I've gotten better to the point where I sit and I listen. I listen to hear what you're not saying. And if you really need my advice on something, you ask, I'll give it to you. Or if I feel the need, like a strong urge to really say something or speak on your situation, I will ask you, is it okay that I say something? Or is it okay that I tell you what I'm thinking? Stuff like that. But you just kind of got to ask permission a little bit, and don't just jump in, because really and truly they just want you to listen. So really, guys, I really want you to really think about, am I my sister's keeper? Am I my brother's keeper? Am I really taking care of my sisters and my brothers? Are you? Are you really doing that? Think about that for a moment. Are you really, truly looking out and taking care of each other? Are you? Or are you just doing it when it's convenient for you? Or are you just doing it when, you want something in return? Because it should be unconditionally. You should just know, like, if we like that, then I'm picking up the phone and I'm calling you, and I'm going to take the time to give you my undivided attention. I'm not calling you and cleaning the house at the same time. I'm not calling you and trying to type and do several things at the same time, because then I'm not giving you my full attention. And sometimes, really and truly, that's what people want. So they really want to know that you care. They really want to know that someone is checking up on them. Because a lot of folks, especially single moms and just single people in general, they live alone. They don't have anybody in the house with them. So how would you know what they're going through, or if something's wrong, if you don't reach out and talk to them? So you just have to remember that, keep that in the back of your mind as we're going through our day-to-day lives, that we just want to keep in touch with those we care about to make sure they're okay. Because you don't want to, like, get a phone call or check on Facebook and see the next day that someone you really truly love and care about has already, has gone on to glory. You don't want that, because then you think like, dang, I didn't really take the time to reach out, and I was just thinking about this person. You don't want a tragedy to happen, and that's when you start thinking about people. You want to start getting into that proactive manner right now. So again, keep asking yourself, and ask yourself this every day: am I my sister's keeper? Am I my brother's keeper? Are we looking out for each other? Do I know what my sister needs? Do I know what my brother needs? Do they need anything at all? Do they know what I need? Do they know what I'm going through? Because we all tend to suffer in silence, and that's when depression takes place. Suicidal thoughts takes place. All these negative things will take place in a place of solitude and isolation. So please, I ask you to really think about that. If you have not seen or heard from someone you're friends with, your family with, in, like, say 6 months, do that right now. Reach out to them. Say something to them. Say hi. If that's all you do, reach out. And if they don't call you back, fine. But don't just call and not leave a message. Call and leave a message. Say, hey, I was just thinking about you, wanted to check on you and see how you're doing. So keep that in mind as you go through your day-to-day, you guys. Just really, am I my sister's keeper? We have to look out for each other, and we don't want to get that dreadful call or just that email or that text or whatever that says such and such has gone on to glory, and you did not take the time to really reach out to them. Okay? So I hope, I've helped someone. I really do, because I really get on here and I really try to help people just kind of see a different side of life in a positive way. And really and truly, with things that's going on in the world today, we really have to really check on each other. We really do, because you just don't know what people are going through. And until you know what they're going through, you really can't, provide and give them what they need. So again, I'm going to close with this. Just continue to ask yourself, am I my sister's keeper? And for my brothers, am I my brother's keeper? And just for everybody, you need to ask that in general. Am I my sister's keeper? Am I my brother's keeper? Do people know what's going on with me, the ones that really matter? Or am I just living in solitude and not reaching out? Because some folks won't reach out, because when they shut down and they want to deal with it on their own. But you just sending a message, just letting them know, hey homegirl, hey homeboy, I'm just thinking about you. When you get a chance, just give me a call. Don't want nothing else, just thinking about you. All right. So I thank you guys so much for listening. I thank you for your support, your love. I just thank you. I can't thank you enough. And I will see you guys next week, Wednesday at night. Oh, guess what, y'all? Forgot. It is Wind Down Wednesday, right? So I had this the whole time, but the Lord put all that stuff on my heart that I really had to get out. So hopefully you are enjoying a nice glass of wine or the beverage of your choice. Preferably put it in a wine glass. Therefore, we're all in the mood together. All right. Thank you, guys. I will talk with you all later. See you next week for the Wind Down Wednesdays with Javita. Bye. Ah.